Hello, 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 and welcome to Tuesday Talks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Raz! Hi! How are you? I miss you too. Oh my gosh. I need to turn my fan on or I'm going to die in here. Hold on a second. I could have sworn it was on. Oh, that's because I turned the overhead light out. Okay, never mind. I'm so happy to see you. Well, I can't see you, but I'm so happy that you're here. So happy. I'm doing well. Thank you. I'm doing well. Oh my God, it seems like an eternity. I'm getting emotional. Oh my gosh. And I know you haven't really been on social media a lot, so haven't really seen a lot of you. I know everyone's kind of just been like busy doing their own things and with life and in general and things like that. But it's so good to be back. I have been wanting to come back for a while now. Oh, same. Hi, Rhonda. Oh my gosh. I'm just so happy to be back with you guys. Yeah, and I've been like I said, I've been wanting to do it. Um, but just, life, right? Life. But here I am. Yeah. I'm mainly on Instagram because I promote my videos on there. And then every now and then I get caught up looking at the reels. And then my godson and I like to send each other like funny reels a lot. So I'm doing that a lot on there with him. And that's the main way that he communicates with me is through Instagram. So like we do video calls and stuff on there. But yeah, so I always think I want to take a step back from social media, but because I'm constantly doing video, I must say for the last few months, I haven't been on a regular posting schedule for videos, but I want to get back on a regular schedule because I have a lot of plans to do a lot of other things. So that's going to kind of force me to get back on a regular schedule. But I'm just excited to be here tonight. Um, I was going to run to the store earlier and I was like, I can't because if I'm not back in time, oh my God. So I was just like, never mind. I'm going to have to wait and go to the store after the live or tomorrow or what have you. But yes, how are you guys doing? How are you doing, Rhonda? I miss you guys. Like seeing Rhonda pop up made me think about, us doing the book club. Y'all, we got to get back into the book club because I need an outlet and I need to start reading again. Hey, how are you doing? Thanks for dropping in. I'm so glad you stopped in. Thank you. How is my godson doing? Oh, he is 15 years old. He is taller than me now. And y'all, I'm not gonna say he's a typical teenager because he's very mature for his age, but he's a teenager. And oh my God, it's just like they're different than what we were at our age. You know what I mean? This is like, yeah, he'll be 16 in August. He's got a girlfriend. It's killing me. All of it's killing me. And every time I look up, it's like, Mika, can you cash at me for this? Can you cash at me for that? And yeah, my cash app is pretty much dedicated to that kid. Every time I look up, he's needing money for something. And it's never like large amounts of money that he really asks for, but that stuff starts to add up after a while. And I'm just like, oh, when are you going to be old enough to get a job? So he's got to wait till he turns 16 because most people won't hire until you're 16. And I can't wait for him to get a job. And I told him I want his first 10 paychecks because, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I would love to get started again on the book club. So maybe next month we could probably get started again and start thinking of some books, and y'all can start suggesting some stuff to me because I see all these people doing book clubs and I miss reading. I used to be an avid reader all the time. And I haven't really read anything in a long time, a very long time. So, welcome to everyone else who came in. Like I said, I'm just so excited. I decided, I'm going to take it easy and do this twice a month for now. If I'm able to pick up the momentum and everything and come back every week, then I'll definitely do that because it was like girl time for me every week, hanging out with y'all. And it really helped get through the weeks. To tell you the truth, it really, really did help with that. Um, but I know there's been a lot of things that have been going on with me. So, for instance, you know, I started I started missing lives when my dad got sick. That was back in November 2021, and then he ended up passing away. Well, he started getting sick before that, but he ended up passing away in November 2021. And to tell you the truth, I don't think my mom, my siblings, and I really, really took the time to fully grieve like we should have. We all went back to work within like a week. Like no joke. It was maybe 2 days after the funeral, I was back at work. Excuse me. And I had been holding off taking days off because I knew he was sick and we didn't know what the outcome was going to be. So I held off taking days off so that in the event that he did pass, I would have extra days other than the bereavement days that they give us. But I don't think any of us really took the time to grieve. We literally, all four of us were like back at work. And then 2022 was just crazy. So at the beginning of 2022, my older brother lost one of his good Marine buddies. My younger brother lost one of his good friends. My mom lost her neighbor that had been her neighbor like for years and years now. I think over 20 years my mom's been in that house. Yeah, so she lost her good neighbor. Um, and it's just been a lot. Then fast forward to the latter half of 2022. So my dad's sisters. So when my dad passed, the only siblings that were left out of his siblings were two sisters. All he and all his brothers passed before the sisters. And so September 2022, one of his sisters passed, which left one sibling. We didn't even know she was sick until she passed away. She hadn't said anything. She had breast cancer, and we didn't even know. And Then October 2022, I lost one of my cousins having, and so we had to go to Dallas for his funeral. And then here comes November. It was the first anniversary of my dad's death. And then December 2022, I lost another cousin. And that was a very tragic death. And all of this, around the holidays, and it was just a lot. It was a whole lot. And the school year for 2022, I had started another job. I was so excited about my job. I think some of you might know about that. I put it in our little group on Instagram, and I was so excited. And um, so I was adjusting to all of that new job and everything at that time, and all of this was going on. And I think I'd been on my job. I had been on my job 2 months when my dad's sister had passed. So it was just a lot. It was a whole lot. And then, just dealing with all that. And so last year was just like another issue of anniversaries of death. And, my mom adjusting to not having my dad because they had been together 52 years, 51 years, 51 years when my dad passed. And so she is still adjusting to life without him. So it's almost like, so now it's been a lot dealing with her because she doesn't like being in the home alone. So we need to make sure she felt secure in the house. So we got different locks on the doors and all this stuff, and security cameras and all these things. And it's just been crazy. And was it April last year, I started having high blood pressure, the stress of the new job. That's a whole nother story, that job. So I started having high blood pressure issues, and I got on high blood pressure medication. Then every day, every day. And then it just got to the point where I was like, this work environment has become very toxic and I have to go. So literally recently, about 2 weeks ago, I just quit. I quit. I don't have a job right now. I'm looking for work. I'm trying to find remote work if possible, but I know that God's got me, and I just needed to do what I needed to do for my health because it had become a, I mean, I was having bad anxiety attacks, blood pressure very high. I having some connection problems, it looks like. But yeah, that's what's been going on with me. So sorry about the connection issues. But right now, my focus is my health, um, finding another job. I want to do a lot of travel this year. That was one of my goals for this year, was to do a lot of travel and just have some tranquility. That was my word of the year, tranquility. And I am dedicated to that. And I have decided that I am a very hard worker, and I work hard and I pay my bills, and it's time for me to enjoy life too. I don't just work to pay bills. I want to work and do stuff that I want to do for me. I always seem to put these things off because of the job that I'm working, or maybe this, in this case, the stress that came from the job. Because I would come home and I would have all these plans to come home and work on my business, and I just wasn't motivated because I was stressed out. So those are things that I am definitely branding that period. So yeah, I'm having a lot of connection issues right now. Can you all still hear me and see me well? I don't know. It's doing something. As you can see, I'm in a different space. I was usually in the dining room before for my lives. Now I'm in my craft space. I'm not going to show you the whole space because if it's kind of a wreck. It's kind of a wreck in here. But yeah, so that's where I'm broadcasting from. It's pretty choppy. I don't know why. I think I need to do an update on my tablet. I think it's what it is. But hopefully it will get better. Hopefully. But as far as pastries, pumps and pie and my branding and everything for that, there's a lot I want to do with my channel. And, and literally probably like 2, 3 years ago, I had plans to start my business and I just wouldn't do it because I was stressed from work, probably longer than 3 years ago. But it was just like stress from work, stress from work, stress from work, right? Um, um, it seems to be dragging on in over there. Um, but yeah, so one thing that I want to start doing is getting the channel monetized. That's one of the goals. I finally had reached 1,000 subscribers. And when I had reached 1,000 subscribers, it had taken me so long to get there that it was like, wasn't a whole lot of excitement at that moment for me. But that's one of the goals right now is to get my channel monetized. I want to start doing a lot of different monthly series. Um, so what one of the series I'm going to start with is um, my advent calendar boxes that I was opening up boxes and just do a bunch of crafts with those. So that's one thing I definitely want to do. And then I have plans to start a Patreon. I probably won't do that until March because I still need to fine tune what I want to do exactly with that. And I want to make sure that I have myself together and I am consistent enough to offer that to my subscribers because if I'm not going to be consistent, then it won't be worth it for them. But that is something that I want to look at. My brother mentioned page something similar to Patreon to me before Patreon even became a thing. And I just kept saying, nobody's going to want to get planner spreads from me. He was like, why not? And then before I knew it, everybody had a Patreon. And he was like, I told you. So I just didn't think that would be something that people would be interested in, but apparently it is. And this is literally before I saw any planner person have a Patreon. I think Heather Kell might have been the first person I saw do Patreon, but even before her, My brother had tried to convince me to do something similar. And I was like, nah. But yeah, so monetization, monthly series, the Patreon, and then the thing that I've been procrastinating on for the longest time is opening my online card shop. So I've done a few card making videos on my channel, but I usually keep it to myself because it's something that I enjoy personally. Um, but I do plan on opening that card shop hopefully within the next week. And so yeah, but that's what's going on with me and the channel. Again, I want to get more consistent with posting of my videos, and it's going to post at this time. I'm still trying to figure out when is the best time to post videos. For me, I'm more comfortable posting them like late afternoon and evening, but I don't know. Yes, yes, yes. Chase the dreams, definitely. So yeah, I'm very bad at that. Even when I was teaching, I wanted to write a book. I started writing the book. It was an ebook, and it was going to be a math tutorial book, and I was going to do a series of math tutorial books. And the stress of teaching had me procrastinating writing and finishing the book. I think I had one more chapter left to do. One more chapter. And so I just do it. I just need to do it. I need to stop letting things hold me back. I need to stop doing that. So I just need to kick myself in the butt, kick myself in the butt and do it. That's what needs to happen. Like, just kick myself, boom, kick myself in the butt one good time and get on it. You know? So that online card shop, I've been wanting to do it for a very, very long time. Let me tell you, I know it was probably like at least a year and a half ago. I went to Brittany, who is Coffee Planner Mom on Instagram, and went to her and asked her questions about the her online website because I was that serious. I registered my business and got my LLC and over a year ago, done nothing with it. My website is really ready to go. It really is. I just need to take photos of my cards, load them, put my little description. Like, I'm almost there. So I just need to give myself a little push, and I think I need to take this time right now when I'm not working and I'm looking for a job to focus on the business and get the online business going as soon as possible. I wanted to have it up before to sell Valentine's cards, but the stress and everything from work, I didn't get everything done in time, which was very sad because I had bought to make Valentine cards. Like, oh, I was so ready. Like for instance, I can show you one of them that I made. I don't know if you can. This is one of the ones that I made, and I was so ready. I was like, I'm not gonna open up and sell Valentine cards, and I can't get them to people on time because y'all know our U.S. postal system, they be tripping. So I wanted to guarantee that if I did it, they would be able, people would get them in time. So my focus right now is going to be Easter and Mother's Day because I know those things are coming up. But I'm hoping to have the online shop ready by the end of next week. And yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. So I'll mainly be selling greeting cards. There might be some different crafty things that I sell on there too, because I have two Cricut machines and they're just not really being utilized like they could be. So I want to do some different crafts and stuff with that as well. I've been working on my branding and my logo, which you may have noticed I've changed my YouTube profile picture, my YouTube banner, um, and to my little mascot, should I say. Um, and I've even updated that recently. So I'm excited and I feel free. I don't feel stressed anymore now that I've quit my job. I feel like I can actually get out there and do the things that I'm wanting to do. Yeah, so I'm feeling very hopeful. 6 years of teaching. I quit. I didn't know what I was going to do. I had started private tutoring and I had one student and I didn't know what I was going to do, but the Lord took care of me. And before I knew it, I had 14 students and I didn't have enough time in my schedule to add any more students. So I know that He's going to make things happen for me. So I'm trying to just not even stress about that and just be prayerful and faithful, and all of that. But yeah. So who are you going, Rhonda? If you're still there, are you going? But I decided to do it. And let me tell you why. Okay. Thank you in the name of Jesus. Yes, Lord, we rebuke you right now in the name of Jesus. But yeah, I decided to go out because of all the stress that I was going through. My brother was like, just, I was like, yes, I can go out now. And then I started debating about that price. And I was just like, there is no way I'm paying that much money. There's no way I'm going to pay that much money to go talk about planners and paper. But my brother was like, you've been very stressed. Just go, just get away. I think I'm going to do a hotel, just one, so I'm right there as possible, and so that I don't have to deal with Texas traffic. Texas traffic is nasty. So, yeah, I already purchased my ticket and I will be there. I can't believe I'm going to do it. And then guess what? I just found out last week Mariah Carey is going to be in Las Vegas the same around the same time. So she'll be in Las Vegas for 2 weeks. So I can still go see her the next week, but that's going to be a lot of money. But I think I will still end up spending less to see Mariah than I will to go wild. So, and it kind of sucked because I already started paying for my ticket when I quit my job. So I'm like, Lord. But my mom was saying today that she wouldn't be like riding up to Dallas and spending those days up there with me. I She's not gonna want to drive through Dallas. So if I can get maybe my brother to go too, then he can drive her around and they could go visit. We can all go visit family and everything while we're up there. So that'll be nice. Um, but that way she has somebody to hang with, and so she's not just sitting in a hotel room while I'm at go wild. So yeah, I'm going, y'all. Can y'all believe this? Like there is no way I've gone on a carnival cruise for 7 days for the same rate. I'm not doing it. But I did give in. Now I went to my first planner conference September. It was a small conference. And let me tell you how things are crazy, right? Now that I think about it. I literally came back from that planner conference in September, the weekend before the crap hit the fan at work. I just thought about that. I literally just thought about that right now. Wow. So I had this great weekend at this planner conference. It was a small conference in Round Rock, Texas, which is an hour away from me. So I was able to drive there and it was a lot of fun. And there were so many people there, like, you gotta go wow. So it's a group on Facebook called the Texas Planner Babes. You don't have to be in Texas to be a part of the group. And they hold so many small planner events, like so many. And I can't always get to all of them, but I was happy to go to that one. They're always having something. They just had a Galentine's thing this past weekend. So, yeah. You're thinking of backing out, Rhonda? Oh no. Don't back out now that I've finally caved in. Don't back out because I'm like, who am I going to see there? I know, like I said, I know a lot of the people from that last conference, small conference I went to, will be there. Um, and that was another thing that kind of made me not want to go because that small conference, it was a 3 day conference, but our food was included and everything, and I think that one was like 350. So for me, that was definitely more worth it, you know. But yeah, I think Karen says she's going, but I couldn't think of anybody else other than you two, Rhonda, that might be going. So because I am on the Live Love Posh affiliate team, I'll be meeting up with that group there on Friday as well. So that will be nice. That was another factor that kind of was like, yeah, go ahead and go. Because before I had actually made my decision, they had spoke to us to see if we were going to be coming to that meetup. And I was like, but I'm going to go. And all I know is it better be worth every penny that I spend. It better be worth it all. I just went to the West Coast Planner Conference. It was nice. Awesome. You know, I was planning to go to the Chicago one because I heard a lot of great things about that one. Um, that one I think is held in November, but I know it's hard to get tickets, and the tickets sell out really, really quickly for that one. So I don't know. It was fun. Like I had a good time. Like coming up with my contact cards for the one conference I went to, coming up with, my table mate gifts and all that stuff. And because I got to drive there, I got to transport all the stuff in my car and I have to worry about stuffing things into my suitcase to get on a flight. It was nice. It was nice. So I've already purchased most gift bags. Um, but yeah, I purchased a lot of that stuff already. So why are you thinking about backing out, Rhonda? Is there a particular reason? Yeah, I just purchased what did I just purchase? I purchased t-shirt. Oh, hotel costs. See, I haven't booked a hotel yet. So my thought was like, if I can get my brother to go with me, he gets like all these discounts with his credit cards and stuff. Push come to shove, I can stay with family. But then I'd have to deal with the traffic and the driving. So, yeah. Did you have a roommate, Rhonda? Let me see what I can do. Let me see. Maybe we can roomies if my brother's not gonna go with me. We'll see. Just I'll keep you in touch on that one. But I know that they had like 3 room hotels booked that were holding rooms, but I know 2 of them are full already. Um, for me, anytime that I travel, I feel like that is my most wasted expense is the hotel expense because you're never in your room. You go there and you sleep. You pay all this money for hotel rooms for them to store your belongings and for you to sleep. Unless you're going to go to like some big resort that you know what I mean? I That's the one expense that I cannot stand when it comes to travel. And what was it 2018 I went to visit relatives in Seattle and we were looking at Airbnbs, and even the Airbnbs were expensive. But thank God my uncle had a spare room, and we were able to stay with him because it saved us a lot of money, like a whole lot of money. Now, I have 2 cousins that live in Dallas. One is more in the Arlington area, and the other one is Midlothian, which I think it because I know it's about 30-minute drive between their homes. I know that much. It's about 30-minute drive between their houses. So I don't know. Hotel cost is a lot. It is. And then from what people are saying, you should pay for parking. Like if you leave and you come back, you have to pay again unless you get valet parking, then you can walk all day. Yeah, someone just posted it in our Texas Planner Babes group. So it's I think $28 a day to park. And you'll have like so if you leave and come back and try to leave again, you have to pay again. Or you could do the valet parking. I think that one was like $38. And then you can come and go all day. But that's a lot of extra expense too. So it's like you trap yourself pretty much in a hotel room, maybe I don't know, I mean, I guess you could weigh that against paying for Uber, then it actually probably comes out cheaper. I don't know. Yeah. So I can fill you on that. Hotel cost is to me it's always been a wasted expense. Now, if I go see Mariah Carey like I want to, because I know my brother wants to go see her too. My godson wants to go, and I'm like, oh my God, do I spend that kind of money on this kid to go see Mariah Carey? Like, what teenager wants to go see Mariah Carey? Oh my godson, because he's obsessed with Mariah, because I am. But my brother has always wanted to stay at the Wynn Hotel in Vegas. She's going to be at the MGM. Yeah, hotel cost is crazy. So I feel you on that one. But yeah, so I'm going to go wild. I hope to see you there, Rhonda. I will keep in touch to let you know, like if you want to try and do the roomie thing. Um, but yeah, that's a big expense. And what would you do? Like wouldn't you have to try and find someone to sell your ticket to? Because I don't think they allow refunds. I even thought about doing the volunteer thing because if you volunteer, they take half of the cost off. So if you've already paid your ticket, they'll refund you half, or so be it. So I actually considered doing the volunteer thing. I was asking a few people about that in the Go Wild group. But my thing is I like to take notes. And with it being my my first time, I want to be able to really focus on the speakers and the sessions and not be distracted because I'm volunteering. So I decided not to apply. I was in the middle of the application and I was just like, nah, I'm just not going to do it. Mm, I see. I see. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. I thought it was interesting that they chose a very brand new hotel. If I'm not mistaken, that hotel just opened this past weekend. But then I remember that a lot of people were complaining about the hotel in DC, how it was an older one. So maybe that's why they took that route and went with something, brand new this time around. That's the only thing I could think. Um, but I need to do some more research and see what else is at least a little bit close to there. Um, because I those rooms sold out quickly. And that's crazy to me because I'm like, they still have so many tickets available, and there's so many people were complaining they didn't want to come because it was Texas. And I don't know if y'all saw like the rants and the raving about it on Instagram. Um, because Texas is not friendly to women and Texas is not friendly to the LGBTQ community, and because of our political leaders here, and people were going crazy on Instagram about it all. And I was just like, a politician is a politician. And in my opinion, they're all the same. So, but yeah, I couldn't believe how many people were upset. I will not be coming to Texas. I will not be participating. And I was like, wow, that it blew my mind because I was like, are these people really serious right now? They were serious. So, yeah, yeah, yep. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. I was like, and they were just get so, and I know people are passionate about things, right? I get that. But they just get so sometimes online that I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And then, like, people are arguing back and forth with each other. And I was just like, it's not that serious to me. Maybe it is to others, but it's just, to me, it's just not that serious. But so I was like, well, since so many people are saying they're not coming, yeah, see if like if you decide not to go, maybe see if you could sell that ticket and transfer it to someone else. That way you don't lose that. That's a lot of money. And I'd hate for you to lose that kind of money. I would hate for that to happen. So, yeah, maybe just check and see if someone's still wanting a ticket. Yeah, that's a lot of money to lose. Oh, but once I start, because I haven't really researched the hotels, which is ridiculous because it's like time is ticking. Um, but if I find something that's better or available, has the availability that's needed, I will let you know. I will let you know. Yeah, so that's one thing that I'm planning for right now. I am going to go see Mariah. That in the words of Mariah, I'm going to make it happen because she did a Christmas tour and I missed out on the Christmas tour because she didn't come south at all. She didn't come to any of the southern states. And all of the places that she did the tour for were so far away from me. And the farther away, the bigger the expense was going to be. I really didn't want to fly. I hate flying. And she was gonna be in Chicago, and I kind of didn't want to go to Chicago. And then it was just like the days of the week that she would be at these certain cities, and I'm like, oh, so I ended up not going, and I'm mad at myself for that because all I saw online was just how great the tour was. And so when I saw that she's doing a few weeks in Vegas, I'm like, I'm not missing it. She's basically doing the celebration of Mimi. So I don't know if you guys know, if you're Mariah's fans, but she had this awesome album, The Emancipation of Mimi, and it's going to be a celebration of that album. And there is no way in the world I can miss that. So I was looking at the tickets Sunday to try and, because when I go to a concert, I like to have a nice seat. I'm willing to pay a lot more for a Mariah ticket than my brother's willing to pay. And then if I decide to take my godson, I can't get the seats that I was wanting to get because I have to go with a less expensive seat if I'm going to buy a ticket for him as well. And I just need to confirm with him that he's serious, because that kid, if I pay for him to go see Mariah and he acts a fool or something, yeah, he's going to be on the back of a milk carton, because I don't even think so. So, and then I don't know, his dad might be very jealous if I decide to take him to that concert. I don't know. So I have to get his dad's permission and everything, because, he's not legally my child. So, but I want to go. I'm going regardless. Maybe I should still get me a good seat. My brother can sit in a different section. I'm willing to pay a pretty penny to see Mariah Carey. I've seen her in concert twice, so this will be my third time getting a chance to see her. So I definitely want to do that. Definitely. Oh, goodness. So I know, like I said, it's been a long time since we've all got together. So, what all is going on with you guys as well lately? I hope everybody's doing well in terms of their health and their finances and everything. I hope everything's going well for everyone. But when I tell you that I have missed you guys, I have missed you guys. So, like I said, I missed how we were just able to just have a good time coming on and talking about all the different things that we would talk about. I didn't bring y'all a snack of the day because I was scared. Like I said, I was scared to go to the store and not get back here on time. But I will bring you the snack of the day during the next one. You can best believe Tamika is still snacking. Y'all know I have this love of food and pastries and ice cream. That has not changed. Another thing I want to start taking advantage of now that I'm not at work is getting up and working out in the morning. Since I can get up when I feel like it, I don't have to get up super early. I want to start getting up around 8, doing a quick little workout and getting ready for my day, and just coming into this craft space and working on my business and putting out cards, and more cards, and get that business going by the end of next week. Yes, y'all know me and snack of the day. I already knew when my snack was going to be this week, but I just timing, because I just didn't want to be late. I was like, I can't be late when I'm just coming back to Tuesday Talks. Like, I can't be late. So yeah, I will definitely have a snack for y'all the next time. Y'all can't be calling me an enabler like y'all used to call me an enabler. I'm not an enabler. I promise. I promise I'm not. I promise that I'm not an enabler. But yeah, so that's pretty much what has been going on with me. It's been a lot. It's been a whole lot since I last had talks with you guys, but we're living in the last days and the devil is doing everything that he can to get to us. And I'm not afraid of him. I will fight him with God's help. I have done it many times before. But after everything that I dealt with teaching, when I stopped teaching, because what was it, the 2021 school year, that was the first year that I stopped teaching, and I was an instructional coach. So I really enjoyed that job because I got to help teachers, and I really liked helping the new teachers so that they could get the support that I felt that I didn't get as a new teacher. And so I really enjoyed that, but that school district ended up taking that position away because they needed more people in the classroom, and then they tried to get me to go back in the classroom, and I was like, it ain't happening. Um, but yeah, there's been a lot of changes, and after dealing with everything I dealt with in teaching, I said I would never allow myself to be devalued, disrespected, and unsupported in a job. I'm just not going to sit back and just tolerate that for years and years and years and years. That's not happening anymore, um, because I deserve better than that. And what I think employers need to learn and realize is if you have a cancer at your job, whether that be one person, multiple people, your system, whatever it may be, if you've got a cancer that is negatively affecting your workplace, you need to remove the cancer, because if you just put a band-aid on it, you're still infected. Like, that's common sense, right? That's logic, right? And so it was very disappointing because the last year and a half, I was working at one of the community colleges. I had been wanting to go work for this community college. It was one that I was a student at when I first finished high school. And so I was excited about going and working there. And to know that the same BS that was happening in the regular schools is happening here in this Institute of Higher Learning. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? Yeah, gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go for my own mental, emotional, and physical health. And I gotta go before 20 something Tamika resurfaces and gives y'all a piece of my mind. So, gotta go. It's already hard for me because I'm a very honest person and brutally honest at times. Um, and I don't want to have to do that to people, but sometimes you have to. And people can't handle truth. It's a lot of people can't. So, hey, Jacqueline, you can catch the replay. It's so good to have you here. Yeah, so I had to go because I'm like, I'm going to either go off on somebody or something. Yes, yes, definitely. It's an education thing. I think that's what it is. It's an education thing. And I was just like, nah, I gotta go. I gotta go. And let me tell you how I knew it was time to go. When my mom and my younger brother said, get out of there, I knew it was time to go. Let me tell you about my last day. I thought, somebody would walk me out, make sure that I leave. You just caused me hell for months, and I've had to file complaints. I would think you would want to make sure I left, especially after you know what you just did to me. Nobody made sure I left out of there peacefully. Nothing. I was like, they're just happy for me to go. They're happy for me to go because now they don't have to correct their problem at all. And so it just showed me that there's not even support at this higher level of learning. And I'm like, time to go. And I don't miss it. And sometimes I feel like I was never there, you know? Um, yeah. So it got so bad. Like I said, I was the high blood pressure. It got so bad I had to start speaking with a therapist. The therapist said, "Get out." You know it's bad when the therapist says, "Get out of there." Yes, we will. Man, Raz, when I tell you, it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. It was one thing after the other, after the other, after the other. But because I was so excited about my job, I didn't see a lot of what was going on at first. And I'm a very observant person, but I was just storing stuff away in my head. But when I got ready to file a complaint, I went back through my documentation because, teaching, we document, document, document. So I went back through my documentation and realized I had only been there 1 month before I felt the need to document something. 1 month. Y'all, I took a $15,000 pay cut to go to that job because I was that excited about that job. Yeah. I, I don't even know if I could even tell y'all the story of that. It's a lot. Like, so much happened in the year and a half that I was there because I started there, like I said, the school year of 2022. Yeah, 2022, was it? That fall. Yeah, July of 2022. So I've been there for almost 2 years, so a year and a half. Y'all. Yeah. Let me tell you this. They're not going to be happy. They're not going to do what they need to do until the big cancer that they have there causes them a huge liability issue. That's what it's going to take for them to clean it up. That's what it's going to take. And so it really just let me know that admin here are just as corrupt as the people below them. You got to be kidding me. Like I'm still in shock that all of this happened at a community college. I'm still in shock, but it is what it is. It's funny because my mom and my younger brother have been joking around for years saying that I'm the exposer. They call me the exposer. They said I seem to expose so many people because I pick up on so many things. And I said, well, maybe that's why God sent me there, just to expose, because some of these people were like held to high, acclaim or whatever. And maybe that's why he sent me there, to just expose these people. But I told my mom, I was like, if that's the job God has for me, I need another job. I'm tired of being the exposer. It's draining. It takes a lot. I'm a very hated woman because I always find out what people are trying to hide. I always come with the truth. I always come with the facts. I always come with the receipts. Nobody likes a person like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, but I'm just praying that God will send me the right place this time. Like I said, I'm trying to focus on finding something that's remote because dealing with people, like I don't know if I can keep dealing with people. So give me a remote job where I can just like be to myself and not have to deal with a lot of folks. Or maybe he just wants me to focus on my business. I don't really know what the plan is right now, and I'm sure God's going to reveal that to me. So I just ask for y'all's prayers and all of that. And I will be praying for you, Raz, because I don't want anyone to go through that kind of craziness. And there was another young girl, she's only like in her 20s, and she was dealing with that same cancer that I was dealing with. And I was more concerned for her, I think, than I was for me at times, because I didn't want this to be her experience as a young person in the workplace, you know. But I tell you, it's been a lot. It's been a lot going on, but God is good still. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. I will be back in 2 weeks on the 27th, I think it is. And I hope that you guys will join me then as well. If you have certain topics that you guys want to talk about, hit me up on Instagram. Let me know. Also, let me know if you need any books y'all want to suggest for the book club. Like I said, maybe we can start it back up next month. But this has been probably my one highlight of the year so far, is being able to talk with y'all again today. I'm just so excited because I've missed you guys so much. And I can't wait to come back and do Tuesday Talks again. Yes, I'm going to put my email in the chat here. Yes, so feel free to email me anytime. Anytime. That's a Kelly Clarkson song. I'm sorry, I relate everything back to music. The song literally started playing in my head. But yes, I'm going to sign off. Thanks for everyone that joined. Tell your friends to come join us the next time so that we can just have a great time. I wish I should have did a Galentine's theme tonight. I wasn't thinking, but yeah, so. But you guys have a very happy Valentine's Day tomorrow. And I will see you guys back here in a couple of weeks. Bye.